slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Point, which allows it to pierce through fabric easily without causing damage. Use ideal for basic sewing tasks, making it a general purpose needle. Fabric types works well on cotton, polyester, linen, and lightweight knits dot to ballpoint needle description, designed with a rounded tip. This needle glides between fibers instead of piercing them, making it ideal for knits. Use prevents snagging and breaking of knit fabrics by gliding between the loops of the knit rather than cutting through. Fabric types best for jersey, spandex, stretch knits, and tricot. 2.3 jeans denim needle description. A strong, heavy-duty needle with a thick shaft designed to penetrate dense, thick fabrics. Use ideal for sewing through heavy materials without bending or breaking, providing smooth and even stitches. Fabric types denim, canvas, heavy twill, and upholstery fabrics. 2. For Microtex needle description. Thin and sharp, the Microtex needle is perfect for sewing delicate, tightly woven fabrics. The sharp tip ensures precise stitches without causing damage. Use ideal for high precision work on fine fabrics, producing clean, straight stitches. Fabric types silk, microfiber, tulle, chiffon, and organdy. 2.5 Leather needle description. Features a wedge-shaped point designed to cut through tough materials like leather, suede, and vinyl without tearing. Used provides smooth, even stitches while creating holes that allow the thread to pass through easily. Fabric types: leather, suede, vinyl, and plastic-coated fabrics. 2.6 Embroidery needled scription, designed with a larger eye and a special scarf to protect delicate embroidery threads from fraying. Use allows for intricate embroidery work, ensuring smooth stitching on woven and knit fabrics. Fabric types: works well with decorative threads on woven, knit, and specialty fabrics. 2.7 Quilting needled scription, built to handle multiple layers of fabric and batting. It's strong and sharp to penetrate through thick layers without causing bunching or skipping stitches. Use essential for quilting projects where you need to sew through multiple layers. Fabric types: quilting cotton, flannel, and batting. 3. Needle sizes. How to choose the right size. Needle size refers to the thickness of the needle shaft. Choosing the right size ensures that the needle passes smoothly through the fabric without causing damage or distortion. 3.1 Needle size classifications. All needles, e.g., 68ths to 70/10ths, suitable for lightweight fabrics like silk, organza, and chiffon. Medium-sized needles, e.g., 80/12ths to 90/14ths, best for cotton, linen, and polyester blends. Larger needles, e.g., 116ths to 120/19ths, ideal for heavy fabrics such as denim, canvas, and upholstery. 3.2 Understanding needle size numbers. First number represents the European size, e.g., 70, 80, 90, and the second number is the American size, e.g., 10, 12, 14. A higher number indicates a thicker needle, which is used for heavier fabrics. 3.3 How to select needle size. Consider fabric weight. Thicker fabrics require thicker needles to pierce through multiple layers without bending or breaking. Match needle size to thread. Thicker threads need larger needles with bigger eyes to prevent friction and breakage. Conversely, thinner threads work best with smaller needles. 4. Specialty needles for unique applications. Sometimes you need a needle that goes beyond general purpose use. Here are some specialty needles you might find useful. 4.1 Top stitch needled scription. Features a larger eye and a sharp point, perfect for handling thicker top stitching threads. Use great for visible, decorative stitches on heavy fabrics. 4.2 Twin needled scription. 2 needles attached to a single shaft, used for creating parallel, double stitches. Use ideal for hemming, decorative stitching, and creating professional-looking seams. Special note: be sure to use a zigzag foot when working with a twin needle to avoid damage. Dot for dot 3 Stretch needle. Description: similar to the ballpoint needle, but specifically designed to prevent skip stitches on elastic fabrics. Use essential for sewing lycra, spandex, and stretch knits, ensuring smooth, continuous stitching without skipping. 4. For metallic needled scription. Has a larger eye to accommodate delicate, metallic threads, which are more prone to breaking. Use ideal for decorative stitching with metallic or specialty threads, reducing friction and thread breakage. 5. Thread compatibility. Match needle to thread. Ensuring compatibility between the needle and thread is essential for achieving high-quality stitches. 5.1 Choosing the right needle for your thread. Fine threads. Use finer needles, e.g., 68ths or 70/10ths to match lightweight, delicate threads such as polyester and silk threads. Heavy threads. Thicker needles, e.g., 116ths or 110/18ths are necessary for strong, heavy-duty threads like those used for upholstery and top stitching. 5.2 Effects of mismatched needles and threads. Using a needle that is too small for the thread can lead to thread breakage and difficulty threading. A needle that is too large may result in loose stitches and unnecessary holes in the fabric. 6. Needle lifespan and maintenance. To maintain the quality of your sewing and extend the life of your needles, proper maintenance is essential. 6.1 When to change needles. After 8 to 10 hours of sewing, regularly replace needles after prolonged use to avoid dullness. If you notice skipping stitches, uneven tension, or fabric snags, it's time to change the needle. 6. Point to proper needle care. Store needles in their original cases to avoid dulling or bending. Dispose of dull or bent needles safely. Use a needle disposal container to prevent injury. 6.3 Specialty machine needles. Different machines, such as overlockers, sergers, require specific needle types. Overlock, serger needles, built for fast, multi-thread stitching, ensuring smooth edges without damaging fabric. Embroidery machine needles, designed to handle the high speeds of embroidery machines without fraying delicate threads. 7. Practical tips for needle selection. 7.1 Test. Before use, always do a test stitch on a scrap piece of fabric to ensure the needle and thread combination works well with your fabric. 7. To keep a variety of needles on hand. Having a selection of different types and sizes of needles ensures you are prepared for any sewing project. 7.3 Recognize needle wear and replace when needed. Regularly inspect your needle for signs of dullness, bending, or barbs, which can cause skipped stitches and fabric damage. 7. For use appropriate needles for specific fabrics. Be mindful of specialty fabrics. Delicate fabrics, use fine needles like Microtex for a clean finish. Heavy fabrics, use denim or leather needles to avoid damage and skipped stitches. Stretch fabrics, choose ballpoint or stretch needles to maintain fabric integrity.
Right sewing needle for your sewing projects. How to determine the right needle size. Here's a quick way to determine if the thread and the sewing machine needle are compatible. Take half a meter of the thread being used on the machine and thread the needle. Hold the thread fairly taut at a 45-degree angle and with a circular motion, make the needle twirl around the thread. If the needle is too big, it will drop to the bottom of the thread. If the needle is too small, it will stick at the top of the thread. If the needle is the right size, it will slide freely from top to the bottom of the suspended thread. However, a larger than normal needle may have to be used to penetrate thicker fabric or stitch over the top of pronounced or bulky seams. Sewing needle breakage and solution. Sewing machine needles can break during sewing, and some of the common reasons for breakage are mentioned below, along with the possible solutions. Reason for needle breakage. Solution. Sewing machine is not threaded correctly. If your machine is not threaded properly, it can easily cause tangles and knots to appear, which can quickly break a needle and cause other problems with your sewing machine. Rethread your machine, taking the time to make sure you have done it correctly as per your machine's manual. Spool cap missing or not on properly. A spool cap is a small stopper that is placed on top of your spool to stop it moving around while the machine is working. If you are using one of your machine and it is missing, then the spool can move around too much, causing issues with tension and threading. The bobbin is not threaded or placed properly. If you are seeing a bit tangle of thread in the bobbin area, then you may not have it in the right spot or threaded it correctly. This can easily cause a lot of tension on the thread, breaking your needle. Loose thread, lint or fluff in any part of the machine, especially the bobbin. Quickly check areas for loose thread and lint in the bobbin area, being an usual spot for this to collect. It is also a good idea to develop a habit of regularly cleaning your sewing machine when in use. Tension on the machine is not set correctly. If the tension on your machine is set too high, it will quickly break your needle. Problems can also happen if there is a difference between the upper thread tension and the tension in the bobbin. Sewing needle breakage and solution. The needle is not in the correct position. Be sure to check your owner's manual to make sure the needle is in the right spot and that it is also tightly in place. A slight misalignment can create all sorts of problems when you try to sew. The needle is bent, damaged or blunt. Even if you take care of your machine, it is easy for needles to become damaged or blunt over time. Make sure you take the time to check your needle for damage before you start a project. You are pulling the fabric as you sew. It can be tempting to pull the fabric as you sew. This however won't help your machine to sew quicker. Instead, it can cause all types of issues from the stitch jumping to your needle breaking. Incorrect thread type. Just as there are certain needle types for certain projects, there are particular threads that are best for fabrics and sewing projects. If you are sewing heavy duty fabrics, then you will need to make sure your thread is also heavy duty. The presser foot is loose. It can cause the needle to hit the foot and bend, so there should be a screw you can tighten the foot with. The needle is not suitable for the sewing project or fabric. Not all needles are the same. What you use for fabrics like knits is not the same as you will need for heavier fabrics like denim. Needles also have different points for certain projects, with regular ballpoint and wedge point being some examples. There are also special needles for quilting and embroidery. Are you using the correct needle type? Needle type, needle point, description. Universal. Slightly rounded point, a general purpose needle, can be used for sewing woven and knit fabrics. Jersey or ballpoint. Medium ballpoint used for sewing knit fabrics. The rounded tip of the needle allows the needle to penetrate the fabric in a non-damaging way. Stretch. Medium ballpoint, another needle with a ballpoint tip, works best with stretchy fabrics that have elasticity. Jeans or denim. Has deeper scarf, acute point and modified shaft to sew without pushing fabric down into the needle plate hole. For heavyweight denim, duck canvas, upholstery fabric, artificial leather and vinyl. Microtech or sharp. As an acute point, sewing microfiber, silk, synthetic leather, precisely stitching edges and heirloom sewing. Leather. Has slight cutting point, almost like an arrowhead. Excellent for sewing natural leather on synthetic leather, unless it's very heavy synthetic, cuts rather than spears stitch hole and can tear leather. Embroidery. Light ballpoint, wide eye and groove. Used with rayon, polyester and other specialty embroidery threads. Quilting. Special taper to the slightly rounded point. Made especially for spacing and machine quilting. The special tapered design allows easier fabric penetration and
Summary. Importance of needle selection. Choosing the right needle ensures smooth sewing, prevents fabric damage, and improves seam durability, leading to a professional finish. Types of needles. Different needles are designed for specific fabrics, e.g., ballpoint for knits, denim needles for heavy fabrics, microtechs for delicate fabrics. Needle sizes and thread compatibility. Smaller needles suit lightweight fabrics, while larger ones handle heavier materials. Always match the needle size to the fabric and thread type. Regular maintenance. Change needles after extended use, and replace them when dull or bent to maintain stitch quality and prevent fabric issues.